Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh gosh, that positioning on that light is a bit off. I'll lean my head this way for the moment, but how is everybody? As always, I can't have the start of stream go smoothly. I assume you can hear me and that there's music. Please let me know if that's not the case. And I'm gonna fix that light real quick. Clearly, I still have, this setup is still in flux, but that's okay. Right now, since I don't have I don't have the shelf to put my board games on, I set up my glass chess set that is really pretty, and I just wanted to have it out because it's been packed away for a long time. I'm not good at chess. Anyway, I was almost ready. I was about to sit down, and it was close to time, and my desk decided to try and eat or drink my drink. And by that I mean I accidentally tipped over a soda can and some of the liquid escaped. But it's fine. We're here. And all is good. Let me see who else is here for the silly. Of course, SiriBot, the wonderful bot. We love you, SiriBot. Hello, Lord Portico and Shadows of Life. Hannah, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope that you're staying warm. Puddleglum, hello. Did I start the captions? I did. Okay, good. Wow. Obi-Wan Pez. Take control indeed. Hi, Carrie Conqueso. Hi, Sterling. Oh gosh. Yes. Good luck on the grad school application. Whew. I have a slight headache. We'll see at bio break if it hasn't gotten any better. I might take some pain meds. I assume it's weather related. We're supposed to be getting the weather that the Midwest has had. The front is coming this way. Warm, yes. Still can't go anywhere as they haven't cleared our road yet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have more work to do with regard to the lighting setup behind me. And like I said, there's a shelf coming. I did actually order the shelves. Had I ordered them yesterday morning, when I first identified them as potential shelves that I wanted, they would be here this coming Wednesday. But I ordered them last night, so they won't be here until the 24th. Obi-Wan, I'm not certain where we are in the game, but we'll find out. It's fine. It's cold here. I have power. My parents do not, but they have a generator. I'm glad they have a generator. Crossed over to double digits and not dressed for it. I ran out to pick up grocery order from the grocery pickup. I checked the weather before I placed the order. I was like, if the weather was gonna be bad, I wasn't gonna do grocery pickup, but the weather was fine. It's just ridiculously windy. Like, it was above, it was, I think, like 36 Fahrenheit when I went. But I'm like, what's required for a derecho? Because these winds are powerful. Hi, Pretty Witchery. I'm in Aussie colors. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. I don't often wear green for streams just because I have at times used a green screen. But this is a Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword shirt. Neocats, welcome! Thank you so much for the resubscription, 4 months! It's good to see you. The wind almost took your phone out of your hand. But then you can be Invisiman. This is true. But yeah, this is Skyward Sword shirt that I got at Target many years ago, and it's just really comfortable. So, yeah, it was interesting. Like, I was watching, like, road construction signs, the little... I don't know if anybody outside the US knows, but in the US, they put up these, like, temporary diamond-shaped orange signs for road construction. And they were, like, flapping in the wind. They're metal, but one of them had peeled halfway off and was like flapping because it's windy. So I'm actually surprised I have power. You know, it was Zelda, but you're not above claiming that for us. Local National Weather Service station here has 13.5 inches of snow because winter is making up for lost time. Yes. It's presently 40 degrees here, but with the wind chill, it feels like 32. And I don't know how to convert those. 32 would be 0 Celsius, but I don't know what 40 is Celsius. Four. 4.4. So it's presently 4.4 degrees Celsius, but feels like 0. And I don't actually know, the winds are between 14 and 24 miles per hour right now. So not strong enough to be a derecho, not strong enough to like rip siding off buildings yet, but it's been a bit much. So not freezing the water, right. Let's see, what's going on today? What's everybody got happening today? All of you are significantly more resilient than me. Oh, this is nothing. Hannah's got -10 right now with real feel of -28. I did, the worst I've ever experienced was when we lived in Minnesota. We were living in St. Cloud, which is only halfway up the state. Like, there's still half of Minnesota to go before you hit Canada, and then there's Canada above that. And the air temperature, not the wind chill, the air temperature was -38 one year. And they canceled school. Oh my gosh, we've got Stephen Joy's rating with 44 viewers. Hello, Stephen Joy's. Welcome. It is great to see you. Hello, everybody. Stephen Joy's rating nice people. I enjoy having Stephen raid. We're talking about cold weather. You love this song. What is, oh gosh. Oh, there it is. 4 Squared by Chipsel. Look, I have a thing. I remembered. I did things right. I still haven't quite got the lighting correct, but I do like the hats better over here. I might even bring them forward a little bit more, just so they're in closer reach, but I need lighting for the hats, which will happen. Chipsel's good people too. Yeah, I have a playlist on Pretzel. Interestingly, I couldn't log into the Pretzel app, so I had to, at the last second, open Pretzel in the browser and get that sound playing into the stream. The Bard does have a spotlight, yes. The Bard will always have a spotlight. Right now, the Bard is sitting next to Deep Space Nine, which is next to the Starship Enterprise that you can barely see there in the shadows. A metal business card for the Odd Agency, which was one of my D&D groups that I played in. Our group named itself the Odd Agency. I don't remember what ODD stood for. It stood for something, but I can't remember at the moment. And then, of course, from the Heart and Brain comics, Anxiety as a stress ball above that. You know, I just have... This is all in flux, though. This will change over time because I'm still waiting for some furniture to arrive. But hi, everybody. And indeed, thank you for shouting out Stephen Joyce. If you're not following Stephen Joyce, if you don't know who Stephen Joyce is, you're missing out. You need to follow Stephen Joyce. Stephen Joyce is a wonderful, wonderful streamer. Today was co-streaming with Anions, and Stephen and Anions we're doing Escape Room Simulator, and it is just a joy to watch them puzzle things out. Stephen definitely is puzzle. I think the very first game I ever saw Stephen play was actually a mobile game. It had lines, and you were connecting lines to dots, and I don't remember what it was. It's the first thing I ever saw. I came into your stream on a raid from Urban Bohemian's stream, and I've been there ever since because it is just a glorious place to visit, and you should definitely check out Stephen Joys if you haven't already. For anybody here who doesn't know who I am Rogan27. I'm an archivist and a streamer, and I do sort of a variety of things. I have Spin Wheels, where for channel points, people can put a game on the wheel. This is the one-shot wheel, meaning I'm supposed to play these games at least for one stream. But I also have the full game wheel, where for many, many more channel points, I will play the entire game. One of the games that came from this wheel is Control, which is what we're playing today. Most of the one-shot games happen on Monday nights. Wednesdays, I stream from the archives, and we do we look through archival materials and just see what's there. And then on Saturdays, I've been playing retro games and playing through the Ultima series. So yeah, that's sort of me. Eyebrows? I have no idea what eyebrows. I missed something, but hi DC. Hi dearie. Eyebrows? Yes. No idea. If you're not following Stephen Joys, why not? You love the spin wheels. I love them too. And that's one of the things that I wish I could find a better one, but these work. So it may be an actual one shot or a Streampunks one shot. Yes, I spun the wheel for a one shot and played all of Outer Wilds, including the DLC, because it was too good and I couldn't stop. 9 months for that one-shot game. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes belongs on the one-shot wheel. Ah, okay, I can move that. I still don't know anything about that game. Oh, you cannot describe that. Yes, eyebrows. I understand. Elixir, hello. Don't ask me to describe faces. It has 2 eyes, there's a nose, there's a mouth, they have a jaw. They're not a streamer because they have ears. That's about as good as I could do. It's been 84 years. We weren't complaining about Outer Wilds. It's one of my favorite games that you absolutely cannot talk about with people who haven't played it. It is a wonderful game. And oh my gosh, I am so happy that I think the last stream of Outer Wilds I did, we pushed through, and I think I did a 4 or 5 hour stream because we were so close to the end and just pushed through all the way to the end. And what an ending. So good. And infuriating at the same time because it made me want another game that doesn't exist that I really want. But what if at first I was afraid, I was petrified. Oh geez. Pun points will be dispersed with prejudice. Okay, I think I have the redeem working properly. I'm gonna try it. I heard it. Did you hear it? You did not hear it. No! That is full of frustration for me. Why? Why? well, I will make an adjustment and see if this makes any differential. Just why? I wish I understood why I love watching you play this game. I would not expect to be attracted to Control, but it's fun. I think it's the archivist way you read things. I'm glad that I can provide some entertainment. All right, I need to try this one more time.
Well, that's all right then.
Could you hear that? Awesome! I heard it too! It may work! I have no idea. I don't understand why it's been so difficult, but all I want is for you to be able to hear the alerts and for me to be able to hear the alerts, and we may have achieved it. So, fingers crossed. The whole episode to you is that quote. I mean, that quote is an important part of the episode. It is quite good, a good episode. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna bring up... Can we use that as part of the death counter? Well, I will look into adding the audio to play with the death counter. But I think the video clip is a redeem. I understand that, Pretty Witchery. But not right now. Because in 2.5 hours, we have somewhere to be. So I should actually move us towards the game, I think. Because at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. my time, the end of stream, we're heading to GaryCon Live for a Planescape D&D game GM'd by Eric Campbell, the wonderful Eric Campbell, and with, oh my gosh, oh so many people. There's Shannon Purser, who you know. Even if you don't know that you know Shannon Purser, you know Shannon Purser from Stranger Things. Jody Hauser, Robert Hartley, Jason Charles Miller, Markia McCarty, Quincy Surasmith, and AJ Winters as players. So we're going to be heading over there at the end of stream to support them as they begin an 8-episode actual play of Planescape. Games on this channel? You were gonna remind me if I kept Ericing? I mean, I don't mind the chatting, but I do schedule these to, like, play the games because A, sometimes this is the only game I get to play all day, and B, if I go full on just talk tangent, I don't know where I'll end up. You haven't seen any Stranger Things? Oh my gosh! This actress played a role in the first season of Stranger Things, and is a well-loved, well-remembered character. She played Barb in the first season of Stranger Things, and that's all I can say because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. The first season is definitely worth watching. If we don't play the game, I don't get to do my one job! You only have one job? Your one job on this stream. Got it. I should probably actually try to open the game application, maybe. Oh, before I do, I forgot. I play this game with the controller. I think, don't I? Let me... She does seem pretty cool. So I'm excited for, honestly, just any game GM'd by Eric Campbell. So, a control-er, as it were. Hi, NeoGets. Saw season 1, but never got around to the rest before I canceled my subscription. Season 1 was really good. They also made a Stardew Valley type game of Stranger Things that I played on the iPad. I think it was after season 2 that they made that. It's not like a farming sim, but it's those kinds of graphics. So, gonna bed, but I reminded me about Eric, so no sleep. Oh no. Now I'm sad I reminded you because sleep is important. I actually got some last night. Okay. And then I took Steven with me to the grocery store and the McDonald's drive-thru. Because that's how my life works. I had a grocery order to pick up and I wanted to watch Steven's stream, so Steven was on my phone. Sleep is a lie perpetuated by Big Bed. I have to manually play and pause the music because the app would not let me log in. So it's in the browser and the buttons that are supposed to do it on my Stream Deck don't function this way. That's capitalism, extracting all productive value out of us human resources until we can produce no more. I see that you're responding, but I don't know what you're responding to. Thought you meant you only had one task as a mod, but yes, we all have too many jobs. Oh yes. Too many jobs, too many jobs. Never been good at getting to sleep. Occasionally good at staying asleep. Oh yes. Someone is calling our name. Where am I? I'm in the Atlas chamber? Push the fingers. I do think that this house desperately needs Bob Vila's help. I mean, Bob Vila and This Old House was, I don't know, it was something we watched in the 80s. I mean, This Oldest House. Hats. Yes, Steven wears tiny hats. I forgot to mention that when I was saying if you don't follow Steven, you should. Steven has amazing tiny hats that are homemade and absolutely glorious. United States of America Federal Bureau of Control. In recognition for the successful completion of the requisite... In recognition of the successful completion of the requisites and of nomination by Federal Bureau of Control on the 12th of March, by virtue of their authority, hereby confers this certificate of recognition with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto pertaining. But it doesn't say who to. Usually there's a spot where they put a name. There's no name. Building better worlds. Wait, are you working for Weyland Yutani now, Shadows of Life? Oh, that's a box of cigarettes. Oh my goodness. Elixir, do you see what I see? I know the name wasn't even redacted. It's a pencil sharpener that we have at work. It's broken presently, but it was not broken when I started working there. Like, this is literally the pencil sharpener from our archives. I broke it. I break everything. I broke Steven's stream. I broke this pencil sharpener. Actually, I was using it when it quit working. You can sharpen the cigarettes. I don't think I can actually, but that would be fun. Funny. We've got a lot of cover pages. Reports. There's a tarp on the floor. That's weird. It's like where a carpet or like a chair mat would go, but it's a tarp. I'm very curious as to why. Why do these pencil shavings smell like tobacco? Also, hi, Simsilica. Yes, I said tobacco. That was an excellent episode of The Simpsons. Care. I like the photo mode because I can zoom in. Oh, case reference 02586. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going. I'll get there eventually. I'm exploring. That's the former director, right? But I don't know who he's shaking hands with. FBC. Steve? The idea of biting into anything that resembles tobacco makes me gag, but it was otherwise a great episode. I mean, agreed? Like, there's no way that those tomatoes, tomaccos, whatever, there's no way they tasted good. But it was a good episode. Almost certainly Crewman Gary. Yet that would explain so many things. That would explain Stranger Things. All right, central maintenance is that direction. Gary! I don't actually know what Crewman Gary's first name is. Maybe Crewman Gary's name is just Gary. My sister was singing the Lisa, it's your birthday. I don't think she's ever seen the episode. Safety first. I have to read the safety first sign. It's required. Always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger until ready to shoot. Always keep the gun unloaded until ready to use. That is actual good gun safety. Whoops. I did not mean to do quite what I did. I meant to do this and pick up the grenade. I didn't mean to shoot the grenades, and thankfully I didn't blow myself up. Oh, bye-bye table. Maybe Gary was at Black Mesa. All right, I'm sure I'm supposed to be going up because the person yelled and said up here, but there's so much on this floor. Is that? Is that the oldest house? Are we actually in a hypercube of some sort? Beware of the Borg cube. Beware of a hyperborg cube. Can you imagine a Borg Cube Tesseract? Yeesh. Borg, Masters of Brutalism. Brutalism is overused, but as an artistic style, it's not a bad style. It just got way overused. And if you want to see one of the major failures of brutalism, Brasilia. It was a city that was being built to be the capital of Brazil, but was never finished. But as far as like the artistic design style of it, there was nothing terribly wrong with it. It's just that in trying to meet the design goals, they never finished the city. There probably aren't a lot of Finns in Brazil. Finland, Finland, Finland. That's the country for me. Do as you're told. Don't eat mold. Finland is the country where we dance. Finland is the country where we sing. Finland is the country where we find a true romance. Oh gosh, I can't remember all the lyrics right now. But I like blue cheese. I do not. You are welcome to the blue cheese. I said England. Oh, okay. Clearly you got the lyrics. It's honestly just... It starts off that show with such a great gag. Brazil is one of the most culturally heterogeneous states on Earth. Is it really? I mean, its culture is a mix of a couple of cultures, but I've been there once, and to me, it all just seemed like Brazil. But I know it's a mixture of Spanish influence, Portuguese influence, and indigenous cultures, but it seems much more melded culturally than a lot of other colonized areas. Most Finns who came to the U.S. seem to have gone to northern Wisconsin, Minnesota, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which actually really does make sense if you look at pictures of that part of the country and compare them to pictures of Finland. Yeah, there is a significant Scandinavian presence in Minnesota, for sure. Ah, that must be the person that was calling us.
Glad to see you're still you.
But I haven't explored that part of the floor. I'm gonna come back. Did I explore this part? I don't think I did. Did I? An earworm? What about an earworm? Oh, nope, I didn't.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like hell. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. Just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana.
Oh.
Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
If you're in that part of the country and you meet someone whose name has an overabundance of double consonants and whose last name ends in nen, you're probably talking to someone of Finnish descent. What about a nearworm, like a caterpillar, or a nearworm, like a wyvern? No, I believe it was earworm that they said, but that's fun. Like, we've been to the oldest house. You couldn't even get to this part of the map without going to the oldest house, I don't think. So getting the Ocean View Motel and Casino tape now seems... He's so cute.
Investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black.
You still see Matt Key?
Just like that. It led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places,
Ocean View
they became
Motel
in
and
each other.
Casino.
The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Just the fact Ocean View Motel and Casino now has in my head playing the song Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino from, of course, the Arctic Monkeys, because who else would I end up thinking of? Kind of looks like if RDJ had a cousin. I don't know who RDJ is, so I will take your word for it. That those initials.
So hot. You're fine. We'll push through this. The hiss are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
Are they pushing real good? Oh. Iron Man? Robert Downey Jr. Gotcha. I am Iron Man.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Well. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success.
What a surprise. And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. Oh, she was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than
That's the important bit.
enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No, because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
So did they see a mermaid or not? Black rock. All right. What do we got? That's a siren. This is true. Marshall. Trench's behavior. To El Salvador from H. Marshall. Subject. Potential problem. Federal Bureau of Control. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place. But after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. M. They didn't see a mermaid because they saw a siren.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Well. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success. Or a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid? Excuse me? Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in a quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire.
I'd say she was more enchanted.
Was that the song?
Did you tell your CO about this?
No, because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
I have a suspicion that they did see something and that it's not just full of rocks. Alright. Oh, I can't shoot the cameras because I can't use my gun in here. Okay, I guess we have to talk to him.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction.
Situation normal.
The FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in. So that's great.
This is fine.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since.
He is the monster.
At least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I failed people.
Oh dear.
You've done a good job here, Arish.
Hello, imposter phenomenon.
Take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Granted, I think she has eminent reason for experiencing imposter phenomenon, considering she was not the director until she entered the building and then suddenly she was. I know we are getting close. Let me check the... All right, we got 4 more minutes. I was like, I know that an ad is going to happen here sometime, but I hadn't heard the notice telling me that it was coming up. So I wanted to double check because I knew it was about time. Okay. Find a Blackrock prism. Everything? Okay. I guess we're supposed to go in here. Blackrock processing. Blackrock lab. I feel like this poster is calling out the player. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. Ah, okay. Yes. We tried, and this was why the upper floor was blocked off on that side. Got it, got it, got it. 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 Translation: get good, scrub. You're not wrong. It's funny, I could just run through here, but I have to look around. Atlas Chamber. Why is it called the Atlas Chamber? Are there atlases in here? I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Photo mode. Last encounter. Huh. Last encounter with what, though? I may have gotten distracted by the set dressing. I don't mind getting distracted by the set dressing. All right. There is going to be an ad break happening very, very shortly. It will be 3 minutes in length. So there's my notification. It's starting in less than a minute. So yeah, 3 minutes. Feel free to take a break, run away, grab a beverage, some food, take your meds, you know, whatever it is that you need to do. And let those ads play without you being present. Since they're only playing because they have to. We don't get a choice. Ads are going to happen. So I will see you all in a couple of minutes. And yeah, shortly be with you again. Hello. I see the ads should be done. Hi, Shadows of Life gets back from tossing lunch trash away to hear Rogan say, go grab a beverage. And I'm like, oh yeah, yay, success. Hi, Detective Zen. A certain dog he's looking after decided to bark their little poodle hearts out at 6 a.m. Oh no. She's lucky she's too adorable to be mad at. I will take your word for it. I say that because I'm uncomfortable around dogs, mostly because I was terrified of them for most of my life. So, I understand some people think that dogs are adoggable. And I do understand why, but for me, they make me uncomfortable. Because source of childhood fears. Well, you're not Hiss. Is he missing an eye? Just a quick note. I'm going to zoom in on this body. Looks like his jaw is broken. I don't think he's missing an eye. He's got one that's swollen shut. Oh, gosh, his head was caved in. His skull has been caved in on the left side, just above and forward of the temple. Is it interesting that his leg is so... It doesn't seem like it would stay in that position easily. Those boots must have amazing traction. Do you think he's okay? He looks fine. He's just lying down on the job? Oh, well, I guess he can have a day off then? Typical. Any excuse for a break. I know. Just... You want a break? What happened? Your skull got caved in. I've heard that one before. No. I'm ignoring the alerts. The game makes me feel like I need to do the alerts, but you all told me the alerts are basically a waste of time. And I have not successfully ever done one, so I'm ignoring it. There's a smear of blood on this guy. Or, I mean, on the floor next to this guy. His mouth is also open, I think. He doesn't have an eye swollen shut. Oh, his mouth is open, yes, because his jaw has been ripped wide open. Oh, gosh. Well... Let's try to avoid either of those fates. Do you think Jesse sees those giant yellow words that float in the air?
Well, that's all
Quite
right
possibly. Exactly, Lord Portico. Well, that's all right then. Another one with his jaw ripped open. Yeesh. That was a perfect use of that redeem. The thing around their neck?
Kidding about that monster.
I'll zoom in again. I'm not sure what it is. Wait, why are you not letting me zoom in? Let me zoom. We'll go to this one in the light so I can see better. Plus, he's not as freaky to look at. No, there's like a scarf type thing. But it's plasticky. It looks like a scarf, but it is strange. Because it looks like a rubber scarf. But the way it's draped, it definitely looks scarf-like. You know what? Don't issue any time off until they get their butts off the floor and they clean up their own bodily fluids from the floor. Might be a balaclava type thing. That's possible. What was that? Oh. My camera was in the light. In the lighting fixture. Go into the light! We're doing excellent American capitalism impressions. Hmm. I don't want to impress American capitalism. Wow. They all... Look how much money is being lost by people not cleaning up their own messes. Keeps making me think of the Orzhov from Magic the Gathering. I am unfamiliar, but it is also kind of terrifying that it makes you think of anything in particular. It's okay for now, sure. Okay, so we've got a doorway there into Blackrock Processing, but we haven't fully explored this hallway. Okay, that body position looks very much like an execution type position, but I would expect like a gun hole in the forehead, not jaw ripped off. This is excellent atmospheric to make you wary of this monster. Swan boat. Oh, all our staff is dying? You know what's really dying? Our bottom line. Ah, gotcha. The jokes remind you of the Magic the Gathering thing. ID. Swan boat. AI 19KE. Acquisition date June 24, 1983. Containment location Panopticon. Floor 5, Unit 10. Swan boat. AI 19-KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description/altered effect. Item is made of fiberglass, painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of redacted, possible connection to OOP5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. Background. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Lake Redacted on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent it to recite formulas C.9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. Okay, and a containment specialist accompanied it. They were sent to recite formulas C.9 through 32 recursively. But that apparently did not contain it, because the helicopter crashed. Yet no unique procedures are required for containment. Interesting. Ooh, yes. Stone beams. These feel like they could be handy. Oh, look at that. I didn't know I had that sort of effect of where, like, I'm holding it and I can affect other nearby things. Oh, yeah, we're very telekinetic. We've got all the powers. Morbo, there were no survivors. The Hiss are about to be stoned.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Oh, that's our objective reality. Oh, wait, no, that's our friend. Oopsie, sorry. I don't know that that's our friend because we haven't encountered them. I know that they're our friend because you all have told me. I thought it was a baddie. They've always been behind a barrier from us. Ooh, look at... Okay, this is... It's rail. Got it. Blackrock Lab, Blackrock Processing, NSC Energy Converters. Lots of stone blocks. What are the stone blocks for? This seems about as well climate controlled as our offsite storage. Oh, I was like, does he have green hair? No, it's a helmet. Ouch. Offsite storage burn. No, please. Don't burn the offsite storage. It has important things in it. Although, a little fire might help to dry them out, considering that there's a wave tank doing water testing on the other side of the wall from document storage, because we rent the space and the owner rented out the space to a wave testing lab. The space on the other side of the wall. Makes so much sense. Also, the air conditioner keeps breaking out there.
Shit.
It's the seal?
They're shattered. Not a single prism left.
Oh, what? Wait. So this was a box that had the seal of FBC on it. And it had the Blackrock prisms in it. Ah! Shit! Where'd it go? Holy mother! Scared the fuck out of me! Oh! Oh! The bird of prey. Is this the swan? I wonder if this is the swan. That would be amazing. I see you. Yep, throw your stuff. No! Charged shot! And I didn't charge all the way. Uh-huh. I see you. Alright, this is... Charged shot is taking too long. Search Dr. Darling's Blackrock Lab.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
What's in the box? Wow. That was amazing. I'm surprised I lived. Lab 1. Yep, lab door, but there's no lab door retriever, so the door stays open, I guess. White pearls plus yellow, yellow. Sorry, I don't know why I keep trying to make sense of the words that are being muttered in the background, but I do.
There are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Blackrock comes from. Extra-dimensional matter. It has the unique property of blocking out a lot of frequencies. A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Blackrock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Blackrock 665. Neighbor of the Beast.
What? That was recorded.
We can do that again.
The code is 665, Neighbor of the Beast. You came back to me talking about Laboratory Retriever. Hiss Distorted, compiled by Emily Pope, Research Specialist, by order of Director Jesse Faden. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss Distorted Agent. Confidential. Summary. Hiss Distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the Hiss Distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. Indeed, like a cloaked bird of prey. The Hiss Distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power? How does the invisibility work? Does the Distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Refer to file redacted for full report. Ah, yes. File redacted. Indeed, yes. We're referred to that file so many times. Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, by order of not applicable. Utilization of paranatural elements. Blackrock. Summary. Blackrock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redaction density that nullifies all resonances within a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate Blackrock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using Blackrock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Refer to file 5-93-1733 for full report. Redact, 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 redact. Oh, redact, redact, redact. 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 Indeed. So it's Blackrock. It's not Obsidian. It's Black Rock.
More stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Black Rock comes from.
You heard that too, right? Black Rock comes from a threshold.
I did.
Quarry. So, the prisms must be there too.
Think of it as paranatural lead. Our
Danger, Will Robinson. Let's see. Danger. Daily checklist. Caution. What are the symbols? Extincteur? EXTINCTEUR. I think it's an extinguisher sign, but I don't know what language it's in. Nor do I see the extinguisher. Meanwhile, I'm trying to work out the 2 swear words mentioned in the warning. What's a 4-letter word that starts with F and ends with K? Frack?
That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. Panopticon container cells. Oh, Emily. The code's Black Rock 665.
Fink! That is true. Fink is indeed a 4-letter word that starts with F and ends in K.
Darling's key. This should get us into the quarry.
But then where's Darling? Did Darling become the monster? Where did I come from? I came from down there, didn't I? Or did I come from here? I don't remember if I came in from the stairs or... No, I came in from over here. So what's upstairs? Were these stairs even here before? Such language in chat today. I know. Finks. Avoid modern technology. Yep, I haven't looked at the other side of the room yet. Excellent scouting, right? Apparently this clock stopped at 3:45 and 8 seconds. See, okay. Where did you come from? Well, your mom and dad loved each other so much. This useful tool, also weapon. In our archives, not the primary weapon I would go for because we have swords. But I don't even know exactly what this is. It's not a paper cutter. But this pole, rip it off of that and you got a weapon. Paper cutter blade, also a weapon. Slashing and bludgeoning. Exactly. It does sludgeoning damage. Glad to know that I'm not the only one who has selected primary and secondary weapons in the archives. You're not. I also have a bust of an architecture dean that would make for an excellent weapon. Black Rock Quarry. It feels like it should be like, I don't know. I feel like this whole Black Rock thing just feels like a band. Access granted. We passed another clearance level 5 door earlier. I now have clearance level 5. It was back around the Atlas chamber. Worst case, hit a zombie with a 75-pound 2-foot by 4-foot book. This is true. We also have archival bricks. Do you have the one-liner you will say? The one-liner you will say when you hit someone with the architecture dean? No, I don't. I'm gonna need to consider that. I hope I don't dean to your head too much. That one's bad. I can do better than that. I'm about to crack your foundation! Oh, Elixir, the architecture dean's head is yours. Clearly, it is your weapon. You have won it.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be.
What?
I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane. Or just the right kind of insane.
Jesse, I'm slightly worried about you now. I think we need to get you out of here. It's not on your list. I do need to consider other things. I know the swords, and I know multiple paper cutters. Jesse is the happiest sociopath. I mean, if they're just gonna keep coming and letting me just shoot them like that, I will keep doing it. The Osborne one is very heavy. It's 14 pounds. I actually think the Commodore 64 is just as good of a weapon and lighter, so easier to handle. What's the 75-pound book? Ooh, I don't know. What is the 75-pound book? We might have to feature that on stream. If I can get the frickin' sound to work right on the archives stream. I don't know what's up with those microphones. Why they've been so bad. Oh. Never mind. It's the Audubon. The C64 takes too long to load. Yes, the C64 takes way too long to load because the C64 has something busted in its power systems so that it won't power on. And I don't have the necessary technology or experience to be able to test the components and figure out what component needs to be removed from the motherboard or from the boards and replaced in order to get it to power on. So it's useless, and until we get someone to fix it or a new C64 processing, like, computer unit itself, we don't even get to use it. Wait. I am confused about where... This looks like I'm going back to places I've already been. And in fact, I did go back. Maintenance incursion. Hiss Rangers. Kill Hiss Rangers. Progress 10 of 10. Okay. Find the Black Rock Quarry. Of course. Zen, I don't necessarily mean a new one. There are options. The problem is that most of the things that are out there that would allow us to fix the C64 or services that we could send it to for repair aren't things that are options for us because we would never be able to use them as a vendor. So that's the problem, is the finding a vendor that we could actually pay. Like, we bought a new power supply for it because that was the first option, was maybe it's a busted power supply. And so we found a place to get a new power supply for it, which was a challenge in itself because of the vendor and how we could pay for it. But we got that done, and then I connected the new power supply, and it still wouldn't power on. So there's something on the boards itself that has burnt out and just needs replaced. And there are services that will refurbish them for you, or that will do that for you. I just can't. Most of them are not options for us. Hey, it's our weird in our head friend. So this must be the right direction? Wait. This is the power plant, though. Hi there. New control point! This is part of the power plant I haven't been to before. Complete with bad guys I haven't killed yet. I guess JC had a personal grudge against those speakers. Yes. Speakers and cameras. I tend to just shoot. What is the name of this control point? One does not know. But it's nice to have a fast travel point here. I sees you. I shoots you. I'm too far away from you. Oops. That did not work out well for me. This is fine. Don't accidentally blow up fire extinguishers when you're trying to propel things at bad guys. That is the lesson here. Don't accidentally blow up fire extinguishers right in your own freaking face. Ooh, I got him. You fight for me now. Why does the director keep shooting out building security? Lucky he's cute. My cat was like, I'm gonna sit on the couch with you. By which he meant, I'm going to sit directly behind you on the couch across from where you have your laptop on the coffee table. So you have like 3 inches of seat and I have most of it. Also, I'm going to snore. That sounds very cat. Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, by order of Not Applicable. Not Applicable has ordered a lot of research. Dynamic energy extraction and conversions are... Yep. Clearly, there's a reason it's redacted. It's because it's unpronounceable. Dynamic energy extraction and conversion redacted sarcophagus container NSC. Summary. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of redaction's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its redacted from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into a redacted through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire Bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of redaction's power, the occupant was restrained, and a second model was built. The NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Refer to file 923-0544 for full report. Mr. Redacted! I hate when I have something rendered into my redacted. Mr. Redacted, Mr. Redacted, should have been my name, Mr. Redacted. 'Cause you can think about me, talk about me, and never know my name. They call me Redacted, Mr. Redacted. Yeah. That worked out actually fairly well as alternate lyrics for that song. It would need some work to become a full parody, but it wasn't terrible. Can you name that to never be redacted? They call me Redacted, Mr. Redacted. Redacted, Mr. Redacted, should have been my name, Mr. Redacted. One of the only songs you know from that show. I've seen that show many times. I saw, I think the last time I saw it, whoops! Holy moly. How did I not fall off? Did I go down a level? I did, didn't I? Wow. One of the last times I saw it was with Nana Visitor playing Roxy Hart. It was their first performance after September 11th, 2001. There's not even anything here for me to get. Somehow I got to a place that you're not supposed to be able to get to, I think. And there's not even any specials here. We saw it on Broadway when Brooke Shields was in it. Or was Veronica? Oh, she was on her night off. Yeah, I was like, I managed to drop down to this level that you can't normally access. And it let me access it, but there's no fun stuff here. So that's sad. The question is, how do I exit here without dying? Can I go down another level? It doesn't look like there is another level. Can I reach that pipe? I doubt it, but I'ma try. Hi. Wait, I can hover? How does one hover? I can hover? Levitate? How do I activate it? It's an ability that you have to unlock. I don't think I have it yet. Because if I press and hold the jump button, it doesn't levitate me. I don't think I've actually learned levitating. But I didn't die. I just need to get to a fast travel point, and I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. And compose many songs. Spoilery control scheme. Get redacted. I think redacted is soon. NSC power plant, upper level. Levitating butt. But is it a cat butt? Because the best butts are Cat Butts by Space Valkyries. Asking Rogan to follow the questline? That seems redacted. True. I was curious and it went exploring. Of course I fell down to a level that I wasn't actually supposed to be able to reach. I'm really curious, why is that even there? Why am I able to get there if there's nothing there? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. And who'd have thought that there'd be nothing even there? And yet there is nothing there. Aesthetics. ID The Oscillator, AI 3-KE, acquisition date July 28th, 1954, containment location Panopticon, floor 1, unit 15. The Oscillator, AI 3-KE, supplementary materials. Extract from formal interdepartmental complaint. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region since Foreign Investigator Redacted met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. Fan death. If you run an oscillating fan, it might move the air so fast you won't be able to breathe. Look at this. This pallet jack is embedded in the floor. Groceries were just delivered. Now I have the ingredients required to make beef and barley soup. Soup. It presses X to doubt. Flammable gas. That's why fans in Korea have timers. Is that seriously why they have timers? Like, I thought the timers were just so that you could fall asleep with it on, but then have it automatically shut off so that you didn't dehydrate yourself throughout the night by having the fan continuously blowing. Like, oscillating fans here have timers too. Sounds like a perfect whatever meal it's going to be. Indeed. The idea of fan death doesn't strike me as super odd that people would have believed that. See, could kill you eventually. My issue with fans is I love oscillating fans, but also I had to get a Dyson Air the Dyson Air multiplier because it doesn't have blades that are visible. Because I had this just this persistent, I guess, intrusive thought. When I was a kid, when I was younger, where I would have this just like imagination of the veins in my arms becoming tangled up in the blades of the fan and being pulled out of me. Like, completely unreasonable, but just this thought that was there and sometimes would make it uncomfortable for me to use an oscillating, or like a fan. So when I saw that there were now fans without blades, I was very happy because I can use them and I don't have that strange horror movie thought while using them. Brains are weird. Intrusive thoughts suck. Yeah. I mean, that one's not a terrible one. Like, but yeah, it was a thing. Thank you for the 500 bits, Be Right UK. Have you discovered the document yet? where Science Division misinterpreted a redacted word and fitted the protection device with a resonant oscillator. I suppose it might have helped if the invaders were the Kiss. I don't believe that I have Be Right UK, but also, wow. Points. I'm doing the stretchies. Thank you for the self-care. Fans without blade is indeed the preferred rule for any internet meetup. Shelter. Max occupancy, 6 persons. It seems like a small shelter for 6 people. Ritual impulse. So these just look like concrete sound baffles. Is that what they are? Screw you, person number 7. Like, you could fit more than 6 people in there. It wouldn't be comfortable long term. I guess max occupancy is 6 people because there's 3 beds. And so you sleep in shifts, but you could do 9 people with 3 beds and have 8-hour sleeping shifts. New parkour walls. New from Mattel. Parkour walls. Is your house... Is walking around your house getting too boring? Buy the new parkour walls. There are 6 beds.
Elevator's broken.
I mean, you could do 9 people with...
Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
You could do 9 people with 3 beds. Okay, so we're going down. And we're going down the old-fashioned way. Ah, half of them are folded. The question is, do I want to go down on this side or that side? I wish my walls could withstand parkour. What about barcore? Puppers would enjoy barcore walls. Pretty sure with 9 people in 3 beds is not going down the old-fashioned way. Ding? Somebody please clip, you can do 9 people with 4 beds. Oh dear. Whoopsie doodle. Sometimes I don't know the words that are coming out of my mouth. I see you. I shoot you. Ooh, it's Splody. I might have caused him to get off at a stop that he was not planning. I always have to break the boxes. It's like chopping the grass or breaking the barrels in other games. Okay. And we are about to have a 3-minute ad break starting, so there will be a short be right back. Not extremely quickly. Got it. The boxes know what they did. Zen. Yeah, so ad break is about to start. I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Take this time to stretch, get a beverage, grab some food, take your meds, whatever you need to do, and I will see you all in about 3 minutes. All right. I believe that the ads should be done. And that we should be back. So, let's head back into the oldest house. Alright, so the best way down, I think, is to drop onto those pipes. I have no idea. I have both a sub and turbo. Yeah, Pretty Witchery, I do as well. But it has a little countdown timer for me that tells me the countdown for the ads. Honestly, like, I would, if I had the option of just never ever have any ads for anyone, that would be the setting. But there will be pre-roll ads for non-subscribers no matter what I do. So, and if I let those play, Amazon gets more money from it. Whereas if I have ads that I run for 3 minutes once an hour, there will not be pre-roll ads. I can control when the ads happen during the stream, and I get a larger percentage of the money. So, I can either let ads play that I would prefer not be there and I get less money from them, or I can play a couple of ads and make myself take a break once an hour, and I get more money from them. So that's kind of why it's like I'm gonna go ahead and get the more money and make myself actually take a break. But I also have it so that it's automated and I don't have to remember to do it, because I set it up now that Moobot will do it for me. Moobot runs the ads for me every Moobot runs 3 minutes of ads for me once an hour. And I take a break. Amazon. Lovely stream you have here. Shame if something added to it. Well, and they tried out a thing. They set up a thing where they tried ads that wouldn't interrupt, to where it would shrink down the stream window a little bit and have like a banner ad underneath it, so that you'd still be able to see the stream, but you would get the ad. And I checked the box to say that they were allowed to do those, but I don't know if I don't even know if they're still doing that. That seemed like a decent thing. Like, if ads are going to happen, at least then it wouldn't interrupt something. But thought about automating my ads, but I'm too bad at finding interesting moments in game at all the wrong. Yeah. Well, and I was worried, like, I'm glad I figured out that I can have Moobot play a sound at me when it's about to start. So I hear the sound and I know I've got a minute until the ads start, and that's good. The banner lower ads, haven't seen them anywhere since they tested them. Yeah. Had to buy Turbo, can't afford to pay everyone. Also can't stand the ads. Yes. I mean, I got Turbo for mostly for having no ads, but I think it also gave me longer retention on my VODs. Either that or Prime does that. One of the two, or possibly both of them, give longer retention on the VODs. But yeah, I got Turbo mostly because I was like, I don't want ads. But now with Prime Video adding ads to shows, even if you have Prime, like, you paid for this service, but now you pay for this service and you pay a lot of money, and if you don't want ads, you need to pay even more. I'm scared that they'll do that with Twitch Turbo too. I won't watch things with ads. I find other ways. Yeah, I do the same. And like, Amazon already had something built into their Prime service called Freevee, where you could watch shows on Amazon Prime that were ad supported. And I never watch those because I don't like the ads. I actually get Peacock as part of the internet service that I pay for. They automatically included Peacock, but it's a tier of Peacock that includes ads, and so I never use it. So, I don't know. I just, like, I will pay to not have ads. I'm just frustrated now that my Amazon Prime cost is going to go up so that I can continue to not have ads. But I literally won't watch things with ads at this point. It makes me not watch them. There are shows that I would like to watch on Peacock, but I don't watch them because they have ads. I know people like to shit on Google, but I've had premium since it was Google Red, and man, I watch so much YouTube. I can't imagine being mad about that service of all of them. Yeah, I have I pay for a YouTube Premium family plan. Because I don't like ads. And with that, with paying for the YouTube Premium family plan, I get YouTube with no ads. Philip gets YouTube with no ads. Both of his parents get their YouTube with no ads. I think his brother also is on my family plan, so gets to watch it with no ads. YouTube and their ad block nonsense, yeah. I think this is just a long drop. I don't think I have anything to drop down to. Oh, no, I can drop down onto that shelving unit, yes? Yes. Sue put me on her YouTube Premium. Yes. So handy since, yeah. Like, what's funny is I like looking at old magazine ads. I find the medium of advertising to be interesting when looking at it as a historical document. I don't even necessarily mind ads so much. I just don't want them interrupting things that I don't want them to interrupt my content. I will block on social media if it's a promoted post. I block the user. I did that for a while, and then if I do a Google search or something and it's a sponsored site, even if it's what I'm looking for, I will scroll down to the non-sponsored link to visit the site. It's silly, but the only time I like ads is the Super Bowl. There's an awards show for advertising, and that's also pretty interesting. I barely use YouTube, so hate being forced to pay for YouTube music at the same time. I Want to Be Siri ended up with Disney Plus with ads. It made me watch more Netflix. Yeah. I still have Disney Plus. It's my brother's account. He's got kids and they pay for it, and my mom gets to use it and I get to use it and various other members of the family get to use it. Disney's supposedly going to be changing that. I'm guessing roundabout March when their combined Disney Plus Hulu app launches, that they're going to do what Netflix was doing and try to prevent account sharing. So I don't know how much longer I will have Disney Plus. You have Disney Plus for long enough to finish the Doctor Who specials. For me, the two services that I end up watching the most on that are not Twitch are Paramount Plus and Disney Plus. Although I did recently discover Expedition Unknown, and so I spent a bunch of time watching that on Max. But I don't pay for Max. Max came as part of our cell phone plan. I may have just done a thing that I do and gotten myself completely stuck. I don't think there's any way for me to get out of here. He's got kids and they pay for it. Has so many connotations. Oh dear. Kind of want to can Netflix, but my mother uses it and she'll just pay for it. We got rid of Netflix because of the continued increasing costs, which I'm sad about now, but only because it means I didn't get to support Star Trek Prodigy when it released on Netflix. Because I'm happy that they picked up. Hey, I got out. I'm happy that they picked up Star Trek Prodigy. I may sub again when season 2 comes out. At the beginning or end, that's fine. It's the only reason I've been able to remotely continue using Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, I pay for the ad-free tier. They changed the terms of their ad-free tier so that you get one ad every 24 hours for something that is a Paramount Plus show. So once a day, I will have it. There will be an ad on Paramount Plus, and it's for another Paramount Plus show on the ad-free tier. And I'm angry about it, but it doesn't interrupt anything, and it's once a day, so I'm able to live with it. But ooh, it makes me mad that they added ads to the ad-free tier, and that there is no actual ad-free option anymore. Because the best you can do is with the single Paramount Plus ad. Just like not. Just let people not have ads. Jeez. Why do a capitalism to them? Let people have a moment free of capitalism. Jeepers, crime in Italy. How we doing? So the lesson continues to be shareholder capitalism. Still the most toxic of dumpster fires. Speaking of dumpster fires, I probably need to update it since I no longer have Chantel. But, like all the bad feels they make putting an ad on the ad-free plan for one ad. Yeah, exactly. The lesson continues to be, yeah. This is how pay TV went through. Had no ads except show ads between episodes, and then suddenly it has as many as, yes. Stephen, I think we're heading that way. And YouTube got to the point where they were, because it originally started with the streaming services where you would have like one 30-second ad per hour. And then it was 2. And then it was 3. And I think YouTube is up to like 5 or 6 ads now. Like they take 5 or 6 15 to 30 second ads per hour ad breaks on YouTube now if you don't pay for YouTube Premium. It's just it's $50 a month, and no, you can't avoid the ad. Fuck you. Yeah. Remember, kids, With publicly traded companies, their main focus isn't going to be towards making a good and sustainable product or providing decent pay and benefits to their employees. It's going to be about making their shareholders happy and keeping the people at the top rich. And yes, this counts for all healthcare organizations in the United States, because they're all publicly traded for-profit companies. Trying to turn it back. Yes, they definitely want to turn it back into like cable. It was nice on Netflix when they had everything. Yeah. Streaming services are becoming the reason people switched from cable in the first place. Pretty butchery. I don't even know how to pirate shows, so it won't be me. It's like I was saying on stream earlier, they disrupt an industry, grab the customer base, destroying the old options/services. Then the new service degrades, they get all the money they can, and then you're left worse off than ever. Exactly. Microsoft. Microsoft To Do used to be Wunderlist. Wunderlist was the flagship. It was the best of the best, best in class. Microsoft bought it, stripped out all of the good stuff, and destroyed the best of the best to make their own version of the product that is significantly less functional and not capable of even providing the basic service that Wunderlist used to provide. And I don't understand why they would ever have done something like that. Why did you buy it if you were just going to tear it apart and turn it into a worse product? All right, we're in the quarry. I don't know exactly where I need to be. And now they're all laying off staff to get even more money and avoid paying severance. Oh, of course. Well, because increasing profit is the requirement of capitalism. Profits must always increase. There can be no corrections. There can never be profits going down. It's always up, always more, always more. First you got a little, then you got a lot. Add a bit and it'll get to be a noodle. Every jot and tittle adds to the pot. Soon you got the kid as well as the caboodle. More, more. So that would get me back to the furnace area. I don't want to go there, but it's good to know. What I don't get about the endless profit, like, who's gonna buy your shit when we all turn into Victorian era beggars? The ultra rich. Philip was watching some stuff from the Consumer Electronics Show on YouTube, and they were showing off this really neat folding television. And in talking about it, it was like, oh yeah, that's kind of a cool product. Oh, it's ridiculously expensive. It's $200,000. Well, who's going to buy that? Oh, their primary use case, their use case for why they should develop the folding television was for people's yachts. Did you see the clear one? Oh, I haven't seen the clear one. Philip mentioned it, but I didn't see that one. I saw the folding one. But two different products, for sure. And the e-ink toilet. Why? Like, seriously, why? Realistically, the tech will get cheaper, but yeah, like, I mean, yes, and the folding television concept or the clear television concept, those will long-term have use cases that go beyond for someone's yacht. but their only use case for it, since it was so expensive, was, well, for people to put on their yacht. I think I need to get up there. How do I do that? This seems like a puzzle. For yachts, says everything. Exactly. The electronic conference was recently on. It was the year of the confusing displays, I guess. Yeah. Well, so last year they had the e-ink cars. The e-ink Mercedes-Benzes. I think they were Mercedeses. That could be any color as long as it was black, white, or gray. And not even like pure white. So this year, e-ink toilets. E-ink, yes, as in what's used for like the Kindle. And it's not, there is colorful. Like e-ink is capable of doing colors. So even in this high-end product where they were boasting about it can be any color you want it to be, it was still just the gray e-ink. They didn't even do color e-ink. It's harder. Federal Bureau of Control. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean-cut research once. This BlackRock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double that last order. Oakley dokley. I don't know. I missed this path, I guess, the first time around. I didn't see this area. So I thought I needed to get up. And in trying to figure out how to get up, I found that note. Deminers. Oh, hello. Also, where's... I hear bad guys. I hear them, but I don't see them. Is it one of the invisible ones? E-ink is like a miracle display for a lot of purposes, but it remains too expensive for most people to use it. Yeah. I have ability points? I only have 2 ability points. Oh, hell. No, that's that thing. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Holy mother of jeepers criminally. I've only ever been able to lock one of those in another room. I wasn't able to affect it at all. Floaty blocks. I feel like, in some ways, that this feels very familiar, as though it's like
Not what I expected.
the quantum moon. Not what I expected? The levitation is from an artifact. Yeah, that would be my guess. I've never seen it on like the menu for me to buy. Usually ability points are I can make new guns or something. I saw bad guys up here. Are they chasing me? Where did they go? Oh. They're fighting against the glitch. What's behind the glitch, I wonder? I think... It said it was fragile. Go out into the quarry and look up? I will. I will. But first... There is a door. Strauss. But I don't think I can get that far. Ooh, and there's another ledge up there. Yep. Nope. Too far. Oh! Yeah, that's... Once again, reminding me a bit of Outer Wilds for a moment here. Yeah, Shadows, thank you for... Because I wasn't sure what she was talking about, and... Now I understand. Amazing. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can I get over there? Evander. But also, I want to know... What is over there? Yeah? Yeah. There's definitely something over there. Should I? Shouldn't I? It has stars. Aw. Ellie Arroway. Where is it? Oh, this is gonna hurt so much, isn't it? I can't do anything to that thing, can I? Like, it doesn't even have a health bar. It shows up as an enemy. Oh, we're doing it. Well, one death. Wait. Oh, Portico and I both did that. It was worth it because I know there's something there now. I know for sure there's something there. I'm not surprised. I thought there would be. Stream runs like clockwork in an event horizon. Hi, Meridu. I find those to be one of the most unsettling things I've ever experienced in a video game. The glitches is what I've chosen to call it. Yeah, the glitch thing is difficult to All right. I want to go that way. The techno glitch. Right. They give you the shivers? I could understand that. Like, they are unsettling. I don't know how far it would follow. These are some of the strongest enemies I have encountered. No wonder they roughed me up when I just ran in there. Debating getting a new fountain pen. Fountain pen. Philip loves fountain pens. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Federal Bureau of Control. Linda. Ooh, Astral Spike? Is that what it's called? Okay. I saw David last night. I was working late in the quarry when he stumbled out from behind some black rock. Looked like hell. I called up to medical right away. He was half starved. He's been missing for 2 weeks, so I guess it's not a surprise. While I was waiting for someone to come up, he kept telling me about some carvings? Something about an ancient tree. I couldn't really understand him. When the medics came, they brought security. They grabbed David and hauled him off. They interrogated me for a couple of hours about what David had told me. Anyway, I know you're on the next shift, so I thought I'd leave this for you. He was your husband. You have a right to know. The way security was acting, well, I don't know if we're going to see David again. I'm so sorry, Linda. Burn this after you read it. B. Yay? What's this? Conceptual material. A step to try learning some Gothic black letter fonts. Ooh. That. I'm interested. I don't have the patience. Also, I have some issues with motility and mobility. It would hurt to try and do calligraphy. That doesn't mean I wouldn't try. I find it interesting. I just have never had the patience to learn. I did, however, at one point decide to change how I write my lowercase a's and retrained myself, and I do lowercase a's that look like the ones that you see on the font there with the little and then the underneath, like the shelf over top of the. That's how I write my lowercase a's instead of the circle. I don't know. So I'm not certain what all is supposed to be back here. It was interesting. Attention, all hands. Thank you for watching this episode of This Oldest House with Rob Voila. We were going to have a meet and greet after the show, but Rob started chanting nonsensical phrases and floating in the air. Instead, we ask all personnel to calmly proceed to the emergency escape pods in the next 15 minutes. Thank you. I understand now why they call normal writing cursive. As my hand cramps, the curses do flow. Changed your Y for a while? I don't know why I decided that I wanted my A's to be those A's, but it was an intentional decision on my part. It was not like I did, because I was taught in elementary school to do my A's with the circles the way everybody else was. But I decided I wanted my A's to be like the ones that you get on the typewriter, and so I started writing them that way. Why were the hands watching the show? They don't even have eyes. The right fountain pen and ink and paper are easier to write with. It can be fussy to work out what that combo is. That makes sense. Who's shooting at me? Where is the baddie? Ah. There. Okay. Hello, Mata. You don't have to put pressure on the pen. Oh. That's interesting. The TV show Happy Days taught me to do my A's with 2 thumbs up. Hey! I heard a bad guy up here. Up here. Up here. So I can't presently get... Like, that's too far for me to go. This is so cool! I had bad aim, so telekinesis instead. Why not? I should find a control point. I'm gonna need to save soon, because we're gonna be heading over to GaryCon Live for a new TTRPG actual play, GM'd by Eric Campbell, and starring a great many wondrous folk, including Jason Charles Miller and Markia McCarty, and the actress who played Barb in the first season of Stranger Things, and I don't remember all of the people. I'm curious about, can I get over there? Oh, so close, but the answer was no. Favorite ink right now is this faintly bluish gray ink. It's a medium dark, but has a golden shimmer, so when you look at it from an angle, it all turns into gold. There are, there's some gel pens that do that, that are some of my favorite pens. I believe they're from Pentel, and they do 2-color, and if you write on dark paper, so they're gel pens with glitter in them, and if they shine differently, whether you're on dark paper or light paper. My favorite is the black with red. So it's like a black ink with red glitter in it. I like it. Okay. Whole walnuts sitting in my garage waiting to be turned into walnut ink. Interesting. I knew walnuts, like, I knew they're good for ketchup, but I never considered them as ink. This looks like a shrine. Walnuts stain everything? Really? Yes, the Pentel Hybrid Duo pens. I love them. I really wish that the green and gold was easier to get a hold of because I would use that one a lot more. But I actually had to order some of them from Amazon UK just to get them. They changed the form factor of them here in the US. I liked the smaller form factor. There's got to be a control point really close. Like right down there in the center, probably. Walnut ink is we have black walnut tree. However, the walnuts are currently buried under snow. Everything is buried under snow. Stains your skin where you touch them? I didn't know that. Activate the explosives to evacuate the black rock prism. Or to excavate. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna take time. Yes. And I was trying to get more of them at some point and was not able to get them. I went to the US Amazon website, but to actually order them was an order from Amazon UK. It looks like somebody has them in stock now, but when I was running out of ink and needed more, the only place I could get them was through Amazon, and they were delivering through Amazon UK. It didn't cost me any extra. It was still free delivery, but it was international delivery. Wait, where did they go? There were hiss here a second ago. What the frack are you? Shoot. What happened to my gun? Scheiße. Yo. How about no? Fudge. 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 Run, run, run. Rudolph. Run away. Bravely ran away, away. I saw you. Stupid ball thingy that heals them. I saw you. Ha. Brave Sir Rogan ran away. He bravely ran away, away. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did I succeed? Ha! Compiled by Malcolm Milosh. Threshold Safety Inspector by order of not applicable. Incident report regarding quarry operations. Summary. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of redaction. The whole team was redacted, aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained redacted for more than redacted minutes until I had to resort to literally redaction. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, or preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. Refer to file 558-3096 for full report. Okay. Sadly, there does not seem to be a control point down here. So, I'm not certain about saving. Huh. And we basically have no time left, so I'm gonna have to make my way back to control point that we already have. Because we do need to end for the day. So that we can head on over to Gary Con for the new D&D show. The 8-episode Planescape game, GM'd by Eric Campbell, and that is where we're going to be going. I just need to find out if I could save anywhere. I mean, I'm sure if I just shut the game off, it will respawn me somewhere. Right? I don't presently see a way back. Wannabe Sayuri, I do not believe Sam is in this one. It's got Markia McCarty, it's got Jason Charles Miller, a bunch of other people, but I don't believe Sam is doing this one. It is not a Streampunks production, no. This is on Gary Gygax's channel, Gary Con Live. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up just quitting to menu, and thank you, Pretty Witchery, Shannon Purser, Jody Hauser, Robert Hartley, Jason Charles Miller, Markia McCarty, Quincy Sarah Smith, and AJ Winters. And one more. No, Robert Hartley, you got it. So yeah, all of those people. So yeah, I'm just gonna exit, and it'll respawn me where it wants to respawn me. 'Cause now is when I need to stop. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. It has been a lovely time. I will be continuing with Control on Sundays, rather than doing the alternation that I was doing before. Mostly just because I'm enjoying this one more at the moment, and just it was messing me up doing all of the rotation. So NeoGets, thank you so much for resubscribing. The Right UK, thank you for the bits. Stephen Joyce, thank you so much for the raid earlier. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. The Autumn Squid, thank you for the follow. And of course, thank you to my mods. We will, as I said, we're going to pop on over to GaryCon Live. Let me see if they're live yet. it does appear that the channel is up, so we're going to pop on over there for this first episode. You will not have missed anything, because there has not been anything to miss. And I will be live again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, playing some Return to Monkey Island. And then, of course, we'll pop on over to Althaven for the Streampunks tomorrow night. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I will see you all again very soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.